Rapper Cameron and Zeez Louize host Hip Hop My House, a new series that's coming to Paramount Plus on June 21st. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what we're going to see in this series, and maybe some of the inspiration of some of the artists, like Migos, Nelly, Tyga, that are part of this.
Yeah, so the inspiration, as you said, Nelly, Tyga, Erica Banks as well. So the designs are very bold. We take inspiration from each of these artists, and the super fans, the people's homes that we're making over, their reactions are all across the board. You know, some people have extremely wide, big reactions, and then some are kind of more just like, oh, like, you know, like you're surprised, like, because they don't know what's coming. So, and that's pretty fun too.
Let's talk a little bit about going to maybe, have you gone to Cameron's house and maybe some of like the things that he had as his house, that he was like, if you want to, you know, hip hop your house, these are some of the things that you definitely have to have. Did you happen to do like a walkthrough through his place?
I've done a walkthrough of his place here in Los Angeles, which is a rental. But however, I have seen, you know, on Zoom meetings, his music studio. So that is definitely one of the things that is very hip hop, because it's very sleek. He's done all the designing for his home as well. A lot of LED lights and things too.
Let's talk a little bit about the fans and what they want, because you know what we see from the promo is that you go bright colors, bold patterns. I mean, it's big, it's bright. Tell us a little bit about, you know, what the fans are looking for, and you know, that what you try to create for them.
Yes, so I definitely want to, along with our production designer for the show, Allison Hanley, and her team, definitely want to create designs that are bold, you know, taking direct inspiration from these rap artists, but also function for what the super fan may want. And a lot of the times, you know, they aren't quite sure in terms of design what they want, but they do know what colors they don't like.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I know, you know, when I watch videos and whatnot, is that sometimes you think of like a place to celebrate with your friends. So you're thinking like a fun outdoor space, a fun place to like come, you know, hang out inside. You know, what's like the staple that you think that like, okay, if I'm going to be, you know, working on a project, this is something that you definitely need to have in your house, you know, as far as like something that's welcoming or something that represents hip hop.
Oh, something that represents hip hop, and something that is around your friend group too.
Yeah.
Is that the project?
Yeah.
I would say definitely a cozy, comfortable seating area, you know, maybe with seating that sort of like goes around so everybody can sort of look at each other. Something that is very hip hop, man, that is a hard one, because a lot of things can be very hip hop. I would kind of say it really depends on the person's style, right? Because a lot of hip hop is about stepping into your own power of the things that you love.
You know, not everybody can be on the show. You know, there's going to be a lot of fans of the show, but not everybody can apply it and have a makeover. But talk a little bit about, if somebody does want to, you know, get an inspiration from the show, what's like one thing that they can do, or a room that they can work on, or accessories they can buy to, you know, kind of get that same feel for that you're getting on the show?
Yeah, I love this question. So when we interview the super fans, we'll ask things like, what is your favorite album by this artist, or music video, or do you have a favorite cover, or do they have merch that you like, right? So say it's a t-shirt, say it's like the shirt that I'm wearing, right? It's tie-dye, there's these colors on it. You can pull those elements out of that item and sort of think about how you want it on your space, right? So this baby blue on my shirt, say it's like my favorite Nelly shirt, it's got some blue on it. I can pull that same blue and see how it does on the wall or on pillows, things like that.
And then I also see you doing work on the ceiling. That, you know, that's one of the things too. Sometimes when you think like a makeover show, you think like, let's get, you know, a new seating area, let's get a new bar area, let's, you know, do something with the rug. But not often do you see something on the ceiling. Talk a little bit about, you know, doing that and kind of taking on that project.
Yeah, that was very, very fun, but also extremely hard, because the ceiling, you're working against a lot, namely gravity. But I love that idea a lot, because you want to think outside of the box. And as you said, most people don't really think about the ceiling.
Oh, it was like your Michelangelo moment of like, you know, making sure that was all done perfectly.
Yeah, 100%. And he painted that line down, so we didn't do that.
And then final thing here, as far as Cameron's music videos, but did he ever talk about as far as like inspiration for, you know, his iconic music videos of like, here are the things I always wanted to have, being a part of them?
Good question. Not to my memory.
That is amazing.
It's more Cam's lifestyle. Cam's lifestyle and his interior design sensibilities. Yeah.
And the LED lights, that's the thing I learned about this from this interview.
Oh yeah. Well, so I love LED lights because they're actually quite easy. And when you get the ones that are color changing, you can switch up the whole vibe of a room at the drop of a hat.
That's amazing. Zeez Louize, thank you so much for your time today. Hip Hop My House, Paramount Plus, starting to stream on June 21st. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.